guys. I know Sam was in here first, and then Bunny, and I gotta go turn the volume down on that other phone because I can hear it from in here. I'm trying to get this. Yeah, let me turn. There we go. Let's see. Can you guys see any of these shrimp? I just jostled it. And then... So these are orange Thai-B or black Thai-B. The orange is from the tangerine tiger or whatever it is. And I'm gonna go into this. Sorry about that. Why are you still doing this? Yeah, we got Bunny, Ian, Silver, JT, Skitty. Whip is in here. Mark, Big Easy, Wi-Fi, Brian, that's Evelyn Creek, Red Laser, Lori, if I didn't already say hi to you, Jenny Lynn, those two piss bottle looking things are vinegar eels. Mexicali, Adam, so the one that is called shrimp jars is iPhone, like a 10 or something like that. And then the Zippy Doo one is my... I think we have the same phone for that, Tommy. Yeah, so that's the same, we have the same Nokia X100 or something like that. Have a good day, Amisa. Oh, dude, those shoes that you told me you like, they're already fucking falling apart. Because I'm, like, wearing them every day at home. I gotta Yep. No, we have a different one then. Maybe I used to have that one. Yeah, this. Yeah, I got Gracilaria, I believe it's called. Pom-pom, the red pom-pom algae. So I got some new Venus flytraps the other day, and I threw them into my little carnivorous pod, which already has, as we've discussed, this really
Aldrovanda vesiculosa, that is a floating plant akin to hornwort, or like free floating, not top floating, unrooted, but it's got little Venus flytrappers. I bet they have. I don't know if you can see it on here, but well, like essentially the cloudiness here. Let's see. What if I can't really tell that they're wiggling heels, but I can see it with my eye. They look like tiny little sperms or something. The vinegar eels and stuff, or you mean like what do you mean, Sketty? What are we trying out? I'm talking into a muted mic. I'm sorry. A number of days. This jar, I just did a water Ow, fuck. I've got like a mess of water testing on a milk crate over here. But I didn't break any test tubes, so we're good that time. That so that the light, let me pull this light up just a touch. All right, make it just a little better. Okay. So I added water to this jar. Sunday. And then you can see it's got a lot of organics in it from the wood, basically. That's what I'm assuming it is. Maybe there's some stuff coming up from like tissue culture gel that maybe I didn't rinse off thoroughly enough from the... That's my scarlet temple is all over in here. I got a little bit of sphagnum moss up top that I'm expecting to die. And then... boop, 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 boop. Over here. I don't know. You guys might have watched the shorts already that I made. But I've got a little like... This is an old Tetra Whisper aquaponic. It came with like a peace lily bulb back in the day. And they don't make them or sell them anymore. But it's meant to be air driven. And I've got that little USB pump with... All right, let me just take that. Sponge filter to the USB pump, up that little waterfall thing, and then I have the waterfall going over a little bit of the wood in there. Like you guys saw. I hope that didn't make you too nauseous. Yeah, I keep the peel washed it. Wash it. Like if you want to pour boiling water on top of it, you can. But I keep the peel on. Like I washed mine a little bit. Yeah. Well, not necessarily, Tommy. Organic doesn't mean no pesticides. It means only organic pesticides. But yeah, you wash the apple well first. I personally am kind of the opinion that the yeasts and things that are on, like, if you really want to, go find some like crab apples. You don't need to use good eating apples. Like, yeah, apples are cheap, but go find some shitty apples on a tree. Slice them up. Make sure that there's no like worms in them. But I'm of the opinion that the yeasts and things that are on your apple are going to help the vinegar eat. Like, that's what they eat. Wax on them, yeah. They can have a wax coating. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Everyone says that the chat in YouTube includes more things than the chat that StreamYard does. So I'm gonna try. Okay. But yeah, so this one, the sponge came from my sump. So it's got lots of stuff in it. The grow material that I have in the aquaponics deal, I'm pointing at things, but the camera's not seeing it. But the grow stuff in that, the Leica type material, is from my grow bed, so it should have a living bacteria in it as well. But you can still see there's like bubbles up here, and I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's just because of the surface agitation and then high organics in the water, like high TDS, basically. Like if I had a protein skimmer that would pull it out. Which sucks, because I need to go get... That sucks, Wizzle. I'm sorry. I know I hate when I have to cancel stuff. I still need to mail out my giveaway that Jay won a giveaway from me, and he has never received it, and I've got to mail it out for, so he can at least have it for Christmas, you know? I'm over here again reading the chat in the super cool. Was somebody dropped the link in the chat for Blizzle's channel in case you guys are not subscribed to him, you want to pay attention to that. Catch that pop up for him. Can we get that on a t-shirt? Yeah, that's a good point. That's basically what I was trying to say. Is like organic doesn't mean pesticide free. Organic is kind of a buzzword, and Tommy of all people should fucking know it. I'm surprised that you're not over here telling us all the different ways that people abuse the word organic in the industry, because that's usually your whole jam, Tommy. But also, doesn't so the water that you feed a plant is gonna uptake whatever salts or whatnot, whatever minerals are in the water, in theory, if they're bioavailable. And that's where the arsenic comes from, because trees, like apple trees, they've got big, deep tap roots and things, right? Theoretically, and they reach into the aquifer and they pull up arsenic-tainted groundwater, because most groundwater, most well water has a certain amount of arsenic in it, and some of it has a lot of arsenic in it. Like my grandparents have an RO unit because their water has so much arsenic in it that it's like illegal for them to live to use the water otherwise. I mean, not illegal for them to use it, but like the home couldn't be sold as habitable within our state or something like that, because it didn't reach the federal levels of drinkable water. Does that make sense? Like, you could sell it, but you can't sell it as having, I don't know the fucking words. You guys know what I mean. Because the Proposition 65 or whatever it is that is in California, there's the way that the law is written penalizes companies for not having the label if their product or the packaging for their product, like if the packaging is made out of a plastic and it turns out that plastic is a cancer product and they've been selling it for 25 years without the warning label on it in the state of California, then the state of California can fine them whatever theoretically they can fine them the maximum fine, I think, for every single year it's been sold, right? And there's no penalty for falsely using the warning. If you use the warning and you know for a fact that your product does not cause cancer, there's no penalty. There's only penalty for not having the warning. So legally speaking, it's just significantly safer to have the warning on your package, to just be like, oh yeah, cancer. In the state of California, we're required to inform you that my mouth is not working anymore. But that's the reason that so many products have this on it, is that the legislature was written poorly. And as much as it's a good idea to be like, yeah, we should know whether a product has cancer-causing agents in it or not when we're deciding whether to put that next to our kids, right? Just like we should know whether the garden hose, like whether we're buying the potable water drinking garden hose or whether we're buying the one that we know for a fact is going to taste like rubber and maybe give our kid some fucking stomach problem. Maybe not. You could be lucky. Or you could be the 1 in 1,000 where your fucking kid gets stomach cancer because he drank out of the garden hose while it was sitting in the hot sun. Like, well, who fucking knows, right? The problem is that both the potable drinking water one and the garden, like the not potable drinking water one, say they'll give you fucking cancer because the legislature was written poorly. It's also entirely possible that, yeah, I would not snort DE. That would be a bad choice. But it's also entirely possible that the, 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 Only if you want to. It's a personal choice, Adam. Yeah, you know, you can't ever can't have cancer if it's never diagnosed. Then you just die of a wasting disease, right? Tuberculosis didn't exist. It used to be what? Come. I can't even remember what it was called. Compunction? That's not right. But you know what I mean. Are you talking about the UV filters? Yeah, there's too much water in a pool and like not enough flow and everything. Hey, Lori. So, nice. See, so like it all depends on where you're at and what's going on there. I don't know. The Life Straw is pretty cool, but it's not necessarily. There are certain kinds of bacteria and things that it does not get. Same thing with the Sawyer, but Sawyer has some pressure membrane ones that are really cool. Life Straw might have those too nowadays. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that one, Jay. Dead animals, unusual amounts of like shit, you know, fecal matter, things like that. Hey, Melvin, how you been, bro? Read the directions on everything, man. Hey, Mal, welcome in. I got some cork, coasters. I think they're 10 inches. And they help it so it absorbs any, moisture that spills out. And so they're not directly on the wood. Which, I don't know if that helps. I don't know. It just makes me feel better. Slide around a little bit easier. Things like that. Absolutely, you could. Super cool. Did you make any shorts of that, Melvin? What did you say, passing? I didn't see it. Consumption. You're right. Thank you. Good job knowing the tuberculosis words. Where did it go? Chat jumped. And you made the W.C. Fields joke too. I thought that was funny. I just was busy thinking about something, or yelling about something, I think. Do not leave, passing. We like you. So, how many people do we have in the chat? 28? I feel like that's probably enough. We'll have to clip this and turn it into a short or something also. But I have a package here. And this package is from a certain M. Brown. And I'm reasonably certain that it is my Fish Fam Christmas or Secret Santa thing. Ooh, we got some kick-ass stickers, it looks like, from a certain Our Aquatic Universe, Mr. Mike B. and Maritza B. Ooh. And this shirt says, Aquariums Unlimited. Bam! It's pretty badass. You know it, geek. Should I have gotten the measuring tape out? I'm stoked. I don't actually have... I've got one aquarium t-shirt. And it's not bad or anything. I can't find it right now, but it's an extra large. This is medium, and it looks like it will fit me. I guess them's the rules, right? How does this look? Unplug this real quick. All right. T-shirt. Thank you, Mike B, for this awesome T-shirt. And thank you to Mike, All Things Fish. The small bottle is P. Yes, you're right. Mine was not the person that I'm sending stuff to. Mine was somebody else. So Mike B can know that he doesn't have to expect a gift from me. He's getting a gift from someone else. Rico, you're slow. I showed off my package. Mike B got me a T-shirt. All right. Now let's change. All right, I hope there's no echo because I'm in the other room. But this is actually... Let's see if it'll focus on it. There, it's F2AB gumbo. This is macroalgae nutrients. I probably shouldn't have it in direct light like that. It's got like a little bit of salt in it and stuff. Not macroalgae, microalgae. It's for my chlorella cultures down. Just knock everything over really quick. Down there. Fuck. Happens to phone me. I've got a couple cultures. This one is not looking as good because I don't think it doesn't have as much salt in it. This one is looking better, but it actually has copepods in it that should be eating the algae. So I don't know what the fuck is, why the algae's growing so good. Maybe the copepods died and they're feeding the algae. Can you, well, I guess you've got huge tanks. That's probably not a viable option. I was gonna say, can you go get like the 5-gallon jugs filled up? Because that's RO. It's not RODI, but it's RO. It's like 3 TDS or 2.5 TDS or something else when I got it. That might have just been fucking dust that was already in the jug. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You got your monster fish gal for a reason. You got giant tanks. Got giant fish. You take really good care of them. Anything will grow guppy grass. You know, if you want to, like, I have a theory that you could save a whole bunch of money by, where is this? Okay. You know these things? Stop flipping back and forth, phone. These like submersible LED lights. When they're in the water, have you ever seen how much heat they put out? Right? Like, it's not, the problem with it is it's not thermostat controlled. But like, why do you need a heater? Why do you need a light that sits above the tank? Just stick one of those cheapo, if you want, you know, if you just want to grow like something easy like guppy grass and keep some fish that need only a little bit of heat or whatever, throw one of those guys in there. Dude, then you've saved money on your light and you've saved money on your heater because you bought a super cheap light and you're gonna get whatever you need out of it. Same thing like these things. Yeah, does this look shitty where it's like clamped? Is this probably a hazard because it's clamped to the like super thin picture frame glass that Bex is always saying that she's scared of? Yeah. Does it matter? No. I'm gonna, like, these plants are doing great. This, like, I've got way too much light going on in here. Why aren't you working? Did I turn you off? There we go. But wish I could like flip this so that it would point into the tank from here. I guess I have more of those things that would make that possible, but I also got a new piece of spiderwood the other day. Or like cuckoo wood or whatever you call it. And so that's still trying to float. That is a good question, Adam. Bunny, I don't know if I said hi, but welcome in if you're late. I thought you were maybe here at the very beginning. Yeah, they're kind of one of those stores where if they don't have it, nobody's going to have it, right? You know why you're behind, Tommy? Because you use speech to text. Sam does it all the time, too. I don't really have a ton to say. I'm starting to get some good algae in here finally, growing on top of the rocks and stuff. It doesn't quite look like it's coralline, but I don't really know. But stuff's growing, which is improvement, right? Most of the hermit crabs passed, which I kind of expected because they're not really they're not brackish. They can tolerate brackish salinity. I got species that can tolerate them, but they are not brackish, and the tank had minimal bioload before that. These Malaysian trumpet snails are doing really well. The shrimp like to hide in the filter mostly. And I don't like to fuck with it too much because it doesn't want to come apart. There we go. Yeah, so I've got a shrimp sitting right here on the filter. I don't know where all the other ones are. That's fine. They're probably like, that's why there's so many hiding holes in this tank. But yeah, get out. Get out. It always freaks me out when they jump into you. It's like a surprising amount of impact for such a small critter. I'm with Brent though. I want those Ope Alpha shrimp. Those would be really cool. And then the goddamn fucking lip of the... Sorry, my arm's probably in the way. The lip of the jar here interferes with... Oh, that's too deep. There we go. Perfect. Roots are looking good. Oh, fuck, Stephen. That's always so rough. That's very true, Stephen. If it's not obvious spread, you're getting that long out of it. I've only ever had Dwarf Gourami. I wanted to try the sparkling, but I've had Dwarf Gourami twice. Yeah, Rico. Steven at one point mentioned that he sometimes prefers to have a stream where he can hang out and not be a moderator and feel zero pressure to do anything if somebody's misbehaving. So I thought it would be fun to, like, you know, just leave a few people who are special to me as Gray, you know? Yeah, Geek, I modded you on purpose. Don't worry. Yeah, this one. Dwarf Gourami in particular. I've never had a Dwarf Gourami live for more than 3 months for me. And there's plenty of other fish that live for a lot longer in the same tank. So it's not the tank, it's the Gourami, you know? But my hour is just about up, and I don't have a ton to say. Yep. Dwarf Gourami, like, if you see the powder blue or the neon blue Gourami at the pet store, that's the one that's going to get the Gourami disease. I mean, if I have the answers, it looks like mostly Geek Boy has the answers tonight. Oh, I gotta swap the laundry. It's a little late in the year. Well, I don't know. Might be. You're in a warmer climate than I am, but for me, all of the. Okay, you want to see what it looks like outside right now? Here, let's go into the cat zone really quick. Let's say hi to the cat. Go into the cat zone. Yeah. It is dreary and wet. And all of the leaves are no longer in the trees, and so I can't reliably find alder cones or anything that don't have I believe it. But it's icky. It's icky out. Oh, you can see the creek. I wish I could like zoom. Can I zoom from here? Does that work, or is that just my webpage? That's just my webpage. Damn. Right out there, on the other side of those bushes, is the creek. I guess I can go outside. I can get rained on for chat. Oh no, the rain. It's not like I'm not gonna get wet later. I like set up a coat rack with my boot dryer underneath, so now all my rain stuff drips onto the same patch of floor. I meant to get like a mat under that, like I have a mat for my bike, or like a little, maybe a water heater tray, or a boot drying mat, probably. I bet I could find a square boot drying mat or something. But yeah, something along those lines to do that. And then my rain gear hangs above this little tiny boot dryer heater thing. Low wattage heater. Wi-Fi. This phone doesn't have a SIM card in it or a data connection, but on the other side of those bushes, like a little creek, and it's wet out. But yeah, if you got yourself a big handful of alder cones, or was yeah, if you, yo, that's the goal, Adam. That is the goal, is to have like one of those cabinets with the glass front door and like some cool lights in it, where you got your superhero costume like on like a mannequin sort of, or hanging on like cool, like good big wide shoulder hangers and stuff. That would be so cool to just have have it go all the way up here, and even like a helmet spot. I've been trying to, that's the goal. I've been trying to pay money for that for a long time, to figure out how to do that without paying too much money. But if you wanted to get yourself a bunch of alder cones and things, and do you have an RO unit, or do you need distilled for that? Because I would just get distilled, or go to get the 5-gallon things. Though like Primo water is really good stuff. I'm actually really, really impressed with what comes out of that. 35 cents a gallon at Winco for RO, UV, carbon, whatever, filtered water, you know, the good stuff. It's not RODI like I could get at work, but they won't get fired for fucking water. Why don't you just get yourself an airbrush kit? But yeah, I would just treat all your distilled water with like whatever readily available botanical you can get to like see what you can do to drop that pH with free methods, and you can get yourself a couple gallon Ziploc bags in the fall, hopefully before it's wet out like it is here, and all the botanicals are on the ground and in the mud. Probably. Not sponsored, but what are y'all drinking today? Is that an actual brand, or is that like just your municipality? Is that a joke for? Oh yes, tap water. I'm stupid. See, I almost put it together. That sounds like something my dad would like and would make me feel like death. I'm a fan of sours and a fan of ciders, and I always think I'm going to like stouts, and I don't. But I do sometimes like porters. I don't know. I'm not... Yes, I know that I like sours. If it makes you feel like you got kicked in the jaw, like, that is the drink for me. If it's like the lemonade your grandma made when she went to sugar-free but didn't have stevia yet or whatever. I don't know. Except I don't like sugar-free stuff, so just fucking lemon juice. Iced sweet tea. Hey, Jenna. I don't know how long you've been in here, but hi. See, Jenna's blue because she likes to have the power, and she deserves to have a little bit of power over Steven so she can keep him in line. Like, I trust Geek, and it's, you know, I trust you guys, but she knows what's up. Yeah, you know what I really like? Only pretty much when I'm camping or like for brunch. But a michelada, like a bloody Mexican beer, is so good when you're camping. I'm not a Bloody Mary person, but with the like clamato or like clam juice and tomato juice and everything, oh, it's so good. I think V8 has a clam V8 now because people want it so much. They got to compete with clamato. I would trust Geek just as much as you should trust me. We're both like simultaneously helpful and can't help ourselves but from being trolls, it seems like. I'm a heckler and I don't mean to be. I promise. You can't do Clamato. Can you do it with beer though? And like you put the like tahini and stuff around the rim like you're fancy? You never had a michelada? It's the best stuff, dude. Like, I wouldn't do Clamato on its own. I can't do tomato juice on its own. That's just, no way. Okay, so question. Is clam juice only from canned clams or like jarred? Because that's the only thing I can think of that would like make clam juice. Because I like cook with fresh clams and stuff. Because I live near the coast. I live not that close, but near enough to go clamming every year. No, Jenna, you wouldn't like Clamato juice, but you might like Clamato in beer when you're camping and it's like you want to start day drinking, but you also don't. I don't know. It's like a mimosa, but sometimes we do. Or like sometimes we know the answer and we give ironic bullshit answer intentional. Then get yourself a mimosa. Any umami liquid. Interesting. I'm trying to think of other umami liquids. Is Clamato even umami? I think it's just salty, dude. No, I mean like I don't mean it tastes like a mimosa. I mean, you use it in the same way that you use a mimosa or a Bloody Mary as a way to like kick off your day without a super hard, heavy alcoholic thing that's going to hit your stomach. Does that make sense? And a regular bloody beer is just not as good as a michelada. You just gotta clean your clams better, Tommy. Hey, Mike, how are you? It is kind of rubbery. But you're right. It does not taste like a mimosa. It tastes like and the beer you use is like a lager. You use like a Corona or a Pacifico or something. See? Henry knows what's up. Yeah, it's got that's what I was fucking missing. You get like Tabasco or something in it. It's spicy. You put like tahini on the rim. Not tahini. Yes. Sorry. I always get mixed up between tahini, and tahini is like what? Sesame seed sugar or some bullshit. And the other one is the like red shaker bottle spice stuff. Yeah. See, you know what's up. They're different. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Jenna knows what's up. Both are good. just used very differently. I agree, the green glob is not good for eating. Disembowel your fucking oysters. My favorite part about cleaning clams, though, is finding all the stuff they've eaten. Or, like, sometimes you'll find a pregnant clam with little baby clams inside of it. It's kind of funny. Because, like, you can't really see. You're like, oh, I guess that's clam-shaped. But the only thing you can see in the baby clam is, like, its digestive tract. It has, like, a little... Like, you can clearly see the digestive tract is one of the first things that develops in the clam. And then, like, it's just like a wafer thin, like, mantle around it. Or maybe those are baby clams that the other clam ate. I don't know. I don't know how razor clams breed. But you'll also find, like, a bunch of little, like, they eat little crabs and things like that. And so you'll frequently, when you're cleaning the clams, you'll find little tiny, like, just little tiny, like, fiddler crab size deals. Oh no, Steven. Shrimp is so frustrating. Watch out when you're eating, like, Thai food. A lot of curry paste, specifically red curries, have shrimp in them. Like, the curry bases that they might use will have a shrimp in them, depending upon where you're getting it from, or if, like, somebody's making it at home. And that's been something I've struggled with, because I'm also allergic to shrimp. But I don't have any issues with, like, reaching into my tanks or anything so far, so that's been nice. I just can't eat shrimp. Oh, Jenna's going to teach us about razor clams. Okay, so if the female released their eggs, then these are clams that the other clams ate. Which is kind of fucked up. They put all that work into making baby clams and then they get eaten by the adult clams. Probably not. I don't know, Sketty. Yeah, can you imagine being eaten by a clam? Especially, like, those crabs. I don't understand how crabs get eaten by clams. You're big, like, the clam is bigger than you, but you're faster than them by a lot. How did you get eaten by the clam? Were you asleep? I just kind of assumed the clams were pregnant, and I don't really know why, because freshwater clams don't. send out free-floating larvae that attach onto the gills of fish. But, well, thank you for educating us, Jenna. Can we put this as a fun fact? Maybe we can truncate it, but let's take that hard work you just did and make it more work and put it in Fish Fam Link. Greg! How you doing, man? I was honestly about to end the stream. I am starting to lose steam, and I have to be lame. Haikus must be off by at least one syllable. Hey, Big Easy. How are you? No, I know we got 25 people here. I wish I could, send you somewhere. Because chat is going. And I'm trying to engage with chat because I don't really have anything else to do today. I'm still waiting on shrimp minerals in the mail before I can. And also, I got to get this balanced a little bit better because why does it have bubbles on it? Maybe I'll hit it with. That's a cool trick, actually. You turn your pump off. And then if you take a paper towel and you just gently dip it frequently, it will pull a lot of the grease and stuff, surface film, in addition to being able to wipe up stuff. It's sort of working. Not that good though. Water changes, man. That's the real solution, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. I did one this morning, so I don't want to do another because I did a 70%. There's a gallon and a half in there. A gallon. Oh well, more than that. Because it's a 2-gallon jar, so this might actually be pretty close to 2 gallons, 1.7. I bet it has been, man. Yeah, this is what I am when I come down the hall, come home from work, and I see this wonderful, enticing glow. It's just a little slice of heaven. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today. I got to start getting ready for work. Again, I'm stoked. My cycle's getting deeper in these setups. Getting more algae growing in different places. A few different colors. There's like some green algae back here. And then a bunch of brown algae in different spots. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the chats. I'm going to be wearing this shirt all day. So thank you very much, Mike B. I'll have to make a clip of that and send that to Mike All Things Fish. And thank you very much for that as well. Bye.